3 things you need to know to fast track your plumbing career. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things. Actually, hang around to the end. I'm going to show you 4 things that you can learn to help you be the very best plumber that you could ever think of being. If you're new here, or even if you're not, if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on anything. So like I said, make sure you stay around to the end. I'm going to give you the number 1 thing that will stick with you and help you grow to be the best you can be. This is as a tradesman, as a foreman, as a superintendent, as a project manager, or even if you own your own company. So one of the very first things that I learned was just management skills. If you learn how to manage people, you learn what's important to them. What is it that they come to work thinking of each and every day? How can I do this? How can I get better at this? Most people that have a job, they want to do good. Now, we look at some people that work for us and we think, you know, you really don't want to do good. You want to show up and you want to get a paycheck. To be honest, most people want to do good. It's inside of us. We want to perform well. We want to be recognized for what we do very, very good. But here's the deal. It's our job to manage them, to help them. Can we show them what they need to do? Can we show them what's expected of them? If we can do things like that, if we can learn how to manage people properly, it not only helps us because it helps our numbers look better, but it helps them because they go home at the end of each and every day feeling like they were productive, they got stuff done. So learning to manage people is really a big deal. How to become a good leader. Now that is a little bit harder because when you manage people, really it's just you make sure things get done. But when you lead people, you don't have to be there to get those things done. These people understand what needs to be done. And by your leadership, by the way you've directed them, by the way you've pointed them throughout their whole careers or their time with you, they know what needs to be done. And the thing is, if you're a good leader, they want to do it for you even if you're not around. They want you to know that you've taught them right from wrong. They want you to know that, look, you don't have to be there. I know what needs to be done. Man, you're good. I got this. I worked on a job one time and I had an amazing apprentice that worked for me. I actually put him in charge. This upset a lot of the journeymen. They're like, wait, we're out here and you got this apprentice in charge. And I'm like, you know what? But this apprentice understands exactly the way I want things done. How do I know that? Because he does it that way. You could come back and look at some of the work the journeyman did and it's okay. It's pretty good, but it's not quite the way that I would have done it. But this one in particular apprentice that I had, he wanted things done the same way I did. He wanted the pipe true, plumb, and square. He wanted the letters turned the same direction. He wanted to make sure there were no leaks ever. Now, don't get me wrong, we've all got leaks every now and then, but if you focus on, I want to do it right each and every time, no matter what, I want it to be perfect. That's the kind of apprentice he was. But he had worked with me for a few years, so he knew exactly the way I wanted things done. And I love that because I knew that when I was on a job and he was there, I could look at him and say, hey, will you take care of this? I didn't have to say much else because he knew how I did things, how I expected them done, and he made sure it got done that way. So being a good leader, being able to get people follow you, that believe in you, that support you even when you're not around. A good leader, really, I wanted him to become a better person. It's not about doing it the way I want it. It's I want you to understand that you have this perfectionist inside of you that you can pull upon whenever you're installing something, and it makes it completely different because now you're getting them to recognize, look, I have greatness in me and I can call upon it when I need it. I don't need to call upon it every day, but I can get things done right when I need to each and every minute of each and every day. When you look at that inside people and you say, hey, look, man, I know you got this. I know that I can walk away from here and you're going to do this exactly the way I would do it. Even if they don't do it exactly that way, the cool thing is they're going to get it done right. And it's going to look good and it's going to look amazing, and they've learned that from you. When you're a good leader, you know things are going to happen whether you're there or not because the guys believe in you that much. A degree in construction management can literally change your future. When I started studying construction management, I understood it's not just about getting the job done. I was always proud of myself because I could get the job done on time, under budget, and safely. But the thing is, how do you do that? You motivate employees. And to do that, you've got to understand what it is they want. How do you get your employees motivated to where they're like, look, I want to get this done. Roger said I had 12 hours, but I think I can knock it out in 8 because I want to get this knocked out. And that's a big deal. Construction management is getting the job done on time, under budget, and safely. Some are motivated by recognition, some by money, some by time off. Everybody's motivated a different way. And you've got to start studying personalities to understand that. What is important to them? If money is important to you, that does not mean that if you say, hey, Roger, look, you knock this out, I'm going to make sure you get a raise. I know my communication style, but I don't know others until I take time to figure it out. And then when I can communicate with them in their communication style, it's such a big thing. If you want to speak to somebody that speaks Spanish and you speak English, they're probably not going to understand everything. It's probably not going to come across well. But if you learn to communicate with people in their language or their personality style. I was in a Zoom call one day and talking to someone about my personality style and another person's personality style. This person was a harmonizer. I'm a promoter. I walk in and say, do this. Turn around and walk off. I expect it to get done. I don't mean it bad. It's the way I communicate. If you walk into me, you say, do this. You turn around and walk out, I'm like, okay, it's done. Almost finished with it already. But a harmonizer is a little bit different. It's a different personality. You gotta let them know, oh my God, I love working with you. I don't think there's anything I like better. Look, I'm a PCM coach. Amber, my assistant, is a PCM coach. We did this because we wanted to learn to communicate with people better. Communicate with people in their language. What are you doing to communicate with people? Are you learning management? Are you learning leadership? Are you learning construction management? What do people need to hear and learn to help them do the job better? If you think that you're good at any of this, do me a favor, leave me a comment down below and let me know, what did you learn to help you be the best? And if you're hanging around for the very end, communication is the biggest thing we all need to learn. We're taught how to read, we're taught how to write, we're taught how to talk in school. But one thing we're not taught is how to listen. I heard it put a really good way one day. We've got one mouth and two ears. We should be listening twice as much. We have to listen to our customers, whether it's a customer, a homeowner, customer, a contractor, just a customer that we deal with in our everyday business. Learn to listen to them, and it's all going to get better. I hope you enjoy this, and if you've learned any of these, do me a favor, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you've learned to make your life better. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the Expert Plumber. I'll see you in the next video if you don't get flushed.